Just waiting for the stream to pop up. There it is. Make sure we got audio. We do. All right. Switch over to the game. Okay, I'm hearing the taps. I don't think I need the audio. So I guess we can just go now. All right, so I am Coach Steve Money, and I am a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach. And if you've got money problems or you just want to make sure you're on the right track, you can schedule a free financial coaching consultation with me at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. That's CALENDLY.com/Coach Steve Money. It's also on the right side of my YouTube banner. It's also in the video description. You can email me about, if you can see it on the field there below John Madden's feet there, my plugs. You can email me, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Donations can go to paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. And you can have me on the gram at Coach Steve Money. And of course, this YouTube channel is youtube.com/Coach Steve Money. I forgot I'd have to get rid of the plugs image. One moment. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do here is do the final franchise that I'm going to run. I've played over 600 hours of Madden, mostly doing franchise. And my favorite team is the Washington Commanders. And doing franchises, and I that seems like a long time, but I normally, like, if I'm listening to a podcast, I listen to a lot of comedian podcasts, and so I would just listen to that and play Madden franchise mode a bunch. So let's see, the last is the correct roster. I got that up to date. I believe it's pretty much up to date on all of the teams. May not have all the rookies, but should have most of them. The Washington one, I think I have all the drafted players in there, but don't have all the, like, the the rookies that were signed after the draft. I don't have all those, I don't think. So, did I load that? Can't remember. Loaded it again. Better do it twice than none. So, let's just take a look. I'll be able to tell. Let's see if Forbes is a, yes, 77. So, because he's rated higher than the people that add rookies to rosters that have time to do that kind of thing, then they rated him. I think they had him up 74, I think, and then they had Quan Martin, or Quan, I can't remember, I don't know which one it is, and they had him a 73, but the Madden ratings came out this week, and so I adjusted some to that. Also, another change I made is I think Sam Howell is rated like a 66. But come on, he beat the Dallas Cowboys starters in the final game of the season last year. And so I think that deserves a little bump up. And of course, they're going to give him every opportunity to be the starter this year. And I've always had him be the starter. And he does not fail to at least become a star player, but that may be the same no matter what player you use. All right, so this is definitely the right roster, so I can back out of that now. And go to start a franchise. Currently have one in there already, but we're going to create a new league. And we want to use not the real life roster, because that would load the default roster, but we want to load the one that is active, meaning the one that I just loaded. And we also want to do it in offline mode. That way I can play if the internet's down. So use the active roster. It's going to import them. There it is. So we're all good to go now. And we do want to use the commanders. Starting point is going to be the preseason. We do want to do preseason, league settings. And go to all Madden. What else do I change on here? Salary cap on, superstar on, relocation normal. I go to fast, staff talent, cost modifier. Injury on, all this stuff on. Because it's real life, people can steal off of your practice squad. Practice injuries, that's real life. Prospect storylines, I leave those on as well. That gets you extra XP. And can change your, like you from regular into a star, or from a star into a superstar, and a superstar into a superstar X Factor. So why not have those active there? And boom, boom, boom. Breakout scenarios. Yes, again, same for the same reason. I leave these these are the default. Quarter length, I like to go 7 minutes. Although most of the games I don't play. Generally, when I start, when Madden is new, and I will be streaming the first night of Madden, which I think for the EA Play Pro members, it is August the 14th at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and shortly after that time, I will be home from work, and so I will start, and I have asked for the next day off, and I've gotten it, so I will be streaming late into the night and all the next day. So that will be fun for Madden. That's why it's the last. It's not I'm not hanging up Madden forever. It's just that Madden in about what is it? 22nd? So like 3 weeks. So this will be the last franchise that I start. Full control, manual. I don't need tutorial pop-ups. Don't need. I can do all of this myself. Do not fill roster. No. I want to do that myself. Yeah, all this I like to do myself, except no, all of this. All right. So I do not remember. Hopefully, don't get in trouble with the managing the practice reps. I can't remember because there's like one setting. If you do it incorrectly, by the end of the year, your players will be so fatigued that they can't win a game. But I think that's good. So let's try that. Alrighty, so let's take a look at the roster. Oh, the first thing I want to do, let's see, is check the free agents. Now, I believe I have let left guard Andrew Norwell, yeah. They were going to release him after June 1st, supposedly, but he is still on the roster and it's July 22nd, so I am going to sign him back. What is it, $505? Is it just, oh, no cap implications. at all there, so sure, why not? They do want to get younger at the position, and so I probably won't start him, but it'd be good to have him as a backup. And he will be, I think Charles Leno's 82, and he might be my highest rated offensive lineman at the moment. So let's check to see if we need to sign any other free agents. Check the roster now and see what we got. Of course, Terry McLaurin, John Allen, and Kendall Fuller and Chase Young are the highest, the top 4. Along with Deron Payne, DT, top 5 players there. And so, pretty good. So, again, we got Jacoby Brissett battling with Sam Howell for the starting job. I always go with Howell because I want a rookie, a young guy. And, of course, this is the previous season, actually, the one we just finished, but you do have all the rookies that were just drafted in April. So it's kind of a combination of both last season and this coming season. But by the time we do one season, then we will have the 2024 draft and those players. Thanks to the community that creates all the files, you can download files that do that, that have that. And the one that I downloaded today is really good, I think. Haven't looked at it yet, but we'll see. I will save the franchise before I load it, so if it's garbage, I do have an older one, again, that has all of the players that are coming out, including, or that are likely coming out, including Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm trying to think of another player that is coming out next year. None are coming to mind. Haven't seen college ball in way too long. So trying to think of who else. Can't remember. Okay. So anyway, I will be starting Sam Howell, but we got 3 quarterbacks. We'll probably just keep 2. We got Robinson, Gibson, Patterson, and Rodriguez, rookie draft pick this year. And I got all his. I had to create him, and got his ratings from the new Madden 24 ratings that again came out this week. Watching as a fullback on the roster, they did last year. In preseason, but they did not keep. He was the same one that they had last year, but they did not keep him. They instead elected to block with a tight end instead. So, but I like having a blocking fullback, and actually, I think Alex Arma is not a blocking tight end. I think he's a utility one, but I still use him as the blocker until he comes up for contract, and then I draft one or get one off of free agency that has a blocking fullback. Oh, let's see. So we're fine, obviously, on wide receivers. Got McLaurin and Samuel, both from the Ohio State University, and Dotson, last year's first-round draft pick, and De'Ami Brown, that was a rookie 2 years ago. So those are good for your top 4, and Milne will probably make it as well. Kempa McGowan probably practice squad or cut. I normally keep Samuel the first year, but then because Dotson gets higher in ratings and sometimes comes close to Samuel in the rated around 82 or so, and so I trade Curtis Samuel before the draft and can get usually like a second round pick, or if I put other stuff to it or another player within maybe a first round sometimes. So sometimes I do that. Logan Thomas, tight end. Bates, normally I just stick with these guys. Thomas getting up there, 8 years. Normally I would draft another one in the next draft. Draft a different tight end. Another tight end there. All right, so yeah, Leno, 82. Norwell, 81. Okay. So he's not. So he's probably the second highest one. Like I said, I'll probably start Daniels, who is a rookie this coming year. Stromberg, rookie this year. Gates may get the start above him, but Stromberg's rated higher. I didn't double check Gates on the 24 ratings, but I think he wouldn't have changed from last year. All the older players doesn't seem like any of those have changed. Cosme moves from tackle to guard, and Paul backing him up. Wiley brought in to be right tackle, and Charles backing him up. Okay, and so way too many ends. Got Chase Young, and probably keep another one. Probably the rookie KJ Henry. So just maybe Obata. Yeah, normally I keep Chess Henry or Obata, but that's because we got a bunch of decent defensive tackles here. 93, 85, Mathis, who missed all of his first year, his rookie year, because he got hurt. So Mathis is this is what I want to say about this. Yeah, so he's a rookie when actually he will, despite not having played at all, he got hurt in the first I think regular season game, or was it first preseason game? I can't remember, but it was one of those. And so he's a rookie, but also the players that were just drafted just this year were rookies, so have a big rookie class. But yeah, way too many DTs as well. Now the weak point of the defense would be the outside linebackers, outside of Jamin Davis. And he is a 76. The rest of them not so good. But I generally don't bother replacing them because of the Barton is a 78 brought in to replace Holcomb, who went to Pittsburgh, who was rated higher, but still Barton should do fine. And that was because of Washington more and more using a 4-2-5 defense with five defensive backs and not 3 linebackers all the time. So they generally only have 2 or even 1 linebacker out on the field at the same time. So, and like the reserve linebacker, I play Quan Martin in that role, which is exactly what they're going to do with him, I believe. So for corners, again, Kendall Fuller, Forbes, highly rated first round draft pick. He, I think, led the NCAA in interceptions last year. St. Just. And so that's 1, 2, 3. And Danny Johnson is a 70. And normally you might have more than 4 cornerbacks, but because of the good safeties we have, even the backups, I don't generally worry about that either. because you got Forrest and you got Jartavius Martin, nicknamed Quan, or Quan. I think it's Quan. And then Percy Butler, even, which is probably better than a 66 rating, but that's what they rated him. And we have Cameron Curl, Terrell Burgess, who used to be with the Giants, and Jeremy Reeves on the strong safety. Now, the thing I'm sad about is that Washington had on the roster for a little while, but then cut former Minnesota Viking Cameron Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dantzler. Cam Dantzler, and they cut him, but in cutting him, they did bring in Terrell Burgess, who I believe is a star player, even though the Giants cut him. So Washington scooped that up, extra paper, scooped that up. And of course Sly and the kicker and Trustway as the punter. So again, this is the extra large rookie class of last year's rookie class that made the team and this year's rookie class. This is not the complete roster as it stands, but it is most of them. So right now, if I'm gonna sign anybody, if somebody is like really, really good and not too old, I'll probably sign them. Maybe we'll see who's available. But generally, I might get like one like high 70s or something like that, or higher outside linebacker. But that would probably be about it, because he seemed pretty good on things. Maybe a lineman, but I want now these guys aren't gonna be, these aren't stars at all. I think Braden Daniels was a 3rd round draft pick, something like that. Who else do we have? Strongberg was 2nd or 3rd round, I think. And so I'm going to let him be the starter. And I already know that they're all going to be fine. Eventually, the first year might be a little rocky, but they all eventually do fine. So let's check and see who is available as a free agent. And of course, I would sign like people right now before the first preseason game, just to keep them, have them on the practice squad during final cut. So Dalvin Cook still available, and this is basically real life. This is who is available. Hopkins might go to Tennessee, I think. Vrabel from the Ohio State University is interested in him, I believe, and so he might go to Tennessee. Byron Jones, Ezekiel Elliott. I don't think I've signed him this first year in franchises before, but like in year 2 or 3, I think I signed him as a backup just for fun, because he's from Ohio State and he used to be with the Dallas Cowboys. He's moving on. Who they don't have their running back, who they kept, who's supposed to be their starter, Tony Pollard. They don't have him under contract. He hasn't signed a free agent tag, and he might sit out the year. Could just be a threat. We don't know. We won't know until the season starts. Kareem Hunt, halfback. I mean, great players there. Miles Jack, I think I brought him in one season. He was released by Pittsburgh. I don't know why. I don't know if that was over money or what, but one season I brought him in for a few years, I think, until I replaced him through the draft. So I mean, that's an interesting possibility. Obviously, if I don't grab these guys, they're going to be picked up. These top guys, or most of them. Sometimes you can, even after everybody's picked up whoever they want to, you still get some 80s running backs and some high 70s wide receivers and such. So, let's see. Whoops. We'll look at practice squad in a minute. So I don't need a backup quarterback because I do have 2 on my roster that I'll be definitely keeping. So I don't need that. Hopefully nobody gets hurt, just like real life. Again, these are all utility block, and this is Torrey Carter's a blocking back. I think I got him once and just ran with him. I think my whole franchise until I got tired of it and started another one. So again, Hopkins and Landry. So I'm gonna let other people have them. Although you can, in this free agency, right before the preseason starts, you can sign them just with no signing bonus, and so that keeps the price down. Nope, not that. This one, tight end. Again, I could upgrade with Mercedes Lewis, but I'm gonna do like what they're gonna do, which is ride with Logan Thomas. So Taylor Lewin from the state up north there, and that would be a good pickup, but again, they want to get younger, and he's 8 years of experience. Flowers, who used to be on the Commanders. Oh yeah, they sold the team, so they have new ownership, and I forgot that Magic Johnson was part of that ownership group. I forgot all about that until I just saw him being part of the press conference. Chase Roulier, I forgot to change him to a punter or something, and it's too late now because you can't just move people around in the roster when you start a franchise. I forgot to take him out and have him be retired because he decided to retire. Washington did cut him. I think they made that decision before they knew he would retire. Just because he has had injury issues. And that's also why they didn't do the fifth-year option with Chase Young. I mean, any of these could be a lot of upgrades. And again, the reason that some of them are available is because we're not at the point in the season now where it's time for the first, training camp has not opened yet, and it will be soon, next week, I think. And so then there'll be injuries in training camp, and some of these guys will be signed. People will see what they have in training camp. Teams will see what they have, and they will be signing people up. So we're good on ends, good on DT. Again, let's see. Ingram, 10 years. So, I mean, I can play the young guys and just get through the year, like I said, because I'll be doing a lot of 4 linemen, 1 or 2 linebackers, and the rest defensive backs instead of 3 linebackers on the team, except on obvious rundowns. Miles Jack, again, I have done that before, but that not really necessary. Rashaan Evans, 4 years experience. I have brought him in before as well, but not necessary there. If I was going to do Evans or Cunningham, I'll do Evans. So I brought in Alexander Johnson before too. That was before Evans and Jack were cut, I believe. Those are earlier in the off season. Could also bring in Houston or Van Noy, or some of the low 70s people are still going to be better than Mayo and Hudson. Although Hudson, they said, has really been looking sharp in the practices so far this off season. But just looking sharp in practices, they don't generally up your Madden rating. So I think I'll stay pat with everything. Yep, could upgrade at punter or kicker. No, I can't upgrade at punter. Mine is a 79 Trust Way. So I believe once his contract runs out, I believe I always do replace him though instead of re-sign him. And that's the thing I always do too, because there's always a decent kicker available, like way many more than these guys for the first time. I mean, you can get almost an 80 punter and kicker every single year in free agency, and then you don't have to, or in post free agency, right before the first preseason game, you can sign a punter and a kicker. Basically, in the franchise, it's right after the draft. Alrighty, so yeah, so we're not going to get anybody. So. Manage staff. So we got no points yet. So what's good to do is to get this, because to go all the way down here on the head coach tree, because this you can reveal a hidden development trait, so it stays unknown. And then you can immediately have a rookie that is, and you can immediately turn him into a star or a superstar I don't know if they can immediately become superstar X Factors, but they can become stars or superstars immediately, and that means they progress in ratings higher. So. But we don't have any points yet to do. So, but I think that's what I do before heading. And then I fill the offensive coordinator one first, because Washington's defense is well above the offense. So, and that's the thing with Sam Howell. He doesn't have to be... he doesn't have to win the game necessarily, but he just can't lose it. Just can't be turning the ball over a lot. So he can be a game manager and let the defense make their money. Oh, so I never finished on Chase Young. They did not pick up his fifth-year option because of the injuries. So if he can get through the year injury-free and sacks the quarterback enough, they'll offer him a big contract, I'm sure. If not, they could let him go to somewhere else. And for the game day goals, I always turn it to win the turnover battle, 300 offensive yards. What's the other one? 20 points or less, and get one interception, because most of those you can accomplish those most of the time. All right, we'll see. In this, I'm not going to play as many games as I usually do. Just going to do simming almost always. I may play one or two games. So we'll see. I realize probably this isn't interesting to people, but I was going to do it, so I decided, why not take up more YouTube drive space? Why not, right? Okay, so we're not gonna sign. Let's do the wiki strategy first, and then I'll do depth chart. So, defensive game plan. You can pick what they think, because of the top threat is Miles Sanders, but some may think that the top threat is Bryce Young. What team is that? Panthers, that's right. Yeah, that's where Bryce Young went. Oh, and Bryce Young is a 74, I think. And CJ Stroud is a 73, I believe, and they went 1 and 2 in the draft. So we'll go ahead and go with this. It's just preseason anyway. And the running back is rated higher, so we'll go with that. Offensive game plan. Most of the time it's going to be running. The only time I would set it to pass is if it's a really good quarterback or if I have some scenario where I have to shut down the other passer so that I get some kind of reward. So, and then the team profile. So, oh yeah, that's the first thing I do is I unlock the other ones of these. So you can see here we have a mix. We have the top 3 rookies combined from the past 2 years. We have Robinson and Dotson from last year, and we have Forbes from this year. And so they are mixed, and that's just because of the way it works out. Now you could play a season. You could simulate a season, which I have done that before. I've simulated the season where I play the actual past season, and then I draft the rookies from this year. But we already know who's going to be on the team, so why not just have them be on the teams and just combine the rookie classes from the past 2 years. And all of the teams have it, so it's what's good for the goose is always good for the gander. Oh, Shayla, you guys remember that song? That's from the 80s. You kids won't know that. Jonathan Allen, get an extra rating, scoop that up. Devon Payne. The Bama boys, both of those guys, Allen and Payne. And again, the Washington defense, so much better than the offense. Obviously, higher rated anyway, definitely. Antonio Gibson, receiving back. He was a wide receiver in college. Logan Thomas, yes, he's going to be our starting tight end, so definitely go ahead and give me that. Upgrade, and it's an immediate upgrade without playing a game. So that's just from one practice upgrade. They had enough points to where the practice knocked them over. I'm going to keep 4 running backs. I think usually I do. Alright, so manage the depth chart. So we go Howell. Even though he's rated lower, I want him to be the starter. And generally he catches up and now is a 74, I think by midway of the season or so. So that works out for him, at least in the game. I hope it works out for him like that for real. So we got Robinson, Gibson, Patterson, and Rodriguez, rookie from this year. University of Kentucky. And we have Arma, and I go by, on the fullbacks, I go by who has the highest lead block, which is going to be my tight ends, the backup tight ends. Arma there with a 72, which isn't the highest, but I mean for a running, this is going to be the highest lead block on the team. So we would have Bates would be the second, and then Thomas is the starting tight end, so we don't want to use him as a running back. A blocker. We will use Cole Turner. That's a 51 right there, and just 1 point lower than Logan Thomas. All right, wide out. 5 years. 3 years. When they start to get around 5 years or so, I let them sit during the preseason. So we'll let Dotson and Brown play there. Milne. Oh, and let's see if we can get Thomas. And then Turner some extra reps, so maybe they can get up higher in rating. Thomas Bates Turner again in that order. Leno, so I'm going to let him sit. And what am I going to let him sit? I don't have the depth. Like once I start drafting offensive linemen, I have more depth. Let's see. So Norwell definitely sitting. We're going to let Daniels, Larson do that. Stromberg. Oh, he's hurt. He got hurt from that one practice. Darn it. Need him to start playing immediately. From the Arkansas Razorbacks. Coming to you live from Cabot, Arkansas. So we'll have, hopefully just misses the one game. Hopefully. Doesn't say there. So we'll do Gates starting there. Cosme will be starting there. And Wiley. 5. Let's do Charles there. And then we will have Cosme play second at tight end, and you can do this, and doing this lets them have more reps. Especially like to do that for the rookies that have the talents, the hidden talents, because they have to have 500 reps, and then the talent would be revealed unless you have that special thing, and that lets you unlock one of the talents. So let's see, not Lucas, 8 years. Trump's got 57. He's not even going to be on the team probably unless his cap number is way high. Or his penalty for letting him go. So let's do Cosme there. And there, that way he gets a full game of playing. And we'll put Cosme right there. So he's starter at his right guard spot, which we'll be starting at. And then he's the left tackle, second on the depth chart, and third right tackle. So he will get a full game. All right, so going back to it, let's see. So who can we put there? There's Braden Daniels right there. So let's put him there. And then the second. Yeah, this would be a lot easier if it was if Stromberg was available, because I'd have him starting and also being in 3 different positions, so he could get a full game as well. Yeah, so that's right for him there. Gates. Seven year, yeah, I guess I'll put Gates there. All right, so Daniels and Norwell. Let's see, who else is there? Charles and Paul need some reps. We will put Charles there and Paul there. And so they both need a second. Now Charles needs to be second somewhere. So let's swap them there. Or did I screw it up? Because Daniels is already there, so yeah. Let's take time to figure out. So he will not be on the team, almost certainly. Charles. Let's see, Charles is starting at right tackle. And Paul. Charles there, so Charles needs a second. Now, so he's good, and then Paul has a second there, and a third there, so that's going to be good enough for him. All right, so we'll leave it like that then. Okay, and so Young and Obata, and the rookie that we're keeping is KJ Henry. And KJ opposite on there. No, actually, Sweat and Young, that way they get more reps. Oh, except we do where is Henry? There he is. Henry is second there and third there. So, yep, that works out. And those are the three I'm probably keeping, and may keep Obata as well. So let's see. Generally keep the rookie. Rookie is one lower than the 4-year veteran, so why not keep the rookie? And get Chase maybe even another couple reps. Alrighty, so with Madden now, you also have the linebackers. The outside linebackers can also be put in the end position, as you can see here, and ends can be put in the linebacker position. So let's do Hudson. We'll give Hudson that spot. And for back up there, we'll put Davis. Barton. Let's see, do we want to do anybody else? Yeah. Just again, outside of Davis and Barton, just don't know. Hopefully Hudson can step it up this year, but again, they won't be needing 3 linebackers on the field at the same time a lot. I think they did it last year out of necessity, and I think they want to do it more this year. So Harris probably won't make the team. Keep Davis there, so put Hudson there. Oh, is Hudson second? And yeah, he's second there, so put him last here. Barton is, oops. There we go. So this is just maximizing the number of reps that they get. Fuller, again, I'm not going to be keeping many, but Fuller at 6 years doesn't really need the reps, so I'll have Forbes start. St. Just and Johnson, and probably won't be keeping anybody else. So Fuller can sit out the preseason, and we will have Draftees Martin be the fourth cornerback to get more reps, and because he's not going to be starting at safety. And Burgess. Before I had Burgess, I would let Percy Butler, and he progressed nicely as well. So that's what we want to do there. And here we want to do Burgess and, sorry, Jeremy Reed. We want to have Martin get the reps. It pass. Okay, and then yeah, for more reps, because Dotson is a hidden talent guy, and I will show you that shortly. Then after that, it doesn't matter who gets the reps there, so it's good to keep him having the reps. Otherwise, I would probably take him off the kick returning duties so he doesn't get hurt. Okay, so third down back, receiving back is Gibson. And Patterson is a little bit better receiver, apparently, than Robinson. Sometimes I switch them. I put Robinson anyway, just so you can get better, have more reps. And then Robinson, and then Gibson. And Rodriguez looks like a better power back than Patterson, who's a 44 on that. Alright, so again, may keep all four of those running backs and then plus the fullback. Okay, so it is I realize this, this is no playing games yet, and I've probably been here for an hour, maybe. So I'm sure some people would think it's boring. Yeah, so I did not letting Samuel play the preseason, so slot wide receiver. So Dotson is, McLaurin and Dotson are going to start, so that would be Brown first here. And then I guess I could do Gibson since he'll be here. Could let Thomas do it and get more reps, and then Gibson. Yep, because not. Keeping Samuel, and then maybe Milne, but Milne doesn't figure into the situation usually. All right, and then let's do Henry and Obata. And Obata. Henry, Ridgeway instead of Anderson. Okay, and the sub linebacker, yeah, here's where it gets fun because I want Martin to progress faster. And this is how they're going to start the season too as well. I put him as the second sub linebacker. So in sub packages, that means Martin's going to be on the field most of the time. So that keeps him, as I say, on the field most of the time, and that's what we want. So, and then Barton at 3 years. Like if it was 5 years, I would just let Hudson play to see if he can get. Hudson doesn't really take off, and it may be because of the the depth situation. But he doesn't really, even as a starting left outside linebacker, he doesn't really take off, and so I'm able to draft somebody better very quickly. So that's Martin there in the second spot. And so we have for the slot, we have, let's see, so we got Forbes and is St. Juice that's starting? Yeah, Forbes and St. Juice that's starting. So we will let Martin start at slot corner, and then St. Juice so he can get more reps, and then Burgess. So actually Forbes, because he's the starting linebacker, starting cornerback, and so that way he can get back in the game at the end of it. All right, and then practice squad. Oh, I forgot to pick up practice squad people. But okay, to show you the Dotson, and as you see, hidden talent trait. Play 500 downs with this player to unlock his potential. So once you get enough points and you unlock that in the head coach talent tree, you can unlock one of these, and they can already be proclaimed a star or superstar, and then get more XP. And I don't think anybody else is that. Who else was a rookie from last year? Dotson and let's go by age and see. Dotson. That can't, oh, because I'm only on. There we go. Roster age. Howell is not one. He's a regular player. See, normal rate, normal. McLaurin is, oh, gotta sort by age again. Gotta do it every time. So Forbes is not. He's a normal player. Don't know if he will be in Madden 24 or not. I hope so. Hope he's obviously. Hope he is. That's age. Butler's not. Turner's not. Even though they are rookies. Dodson is one. Martin is not one. Hopefully he will be as well. Do not know. The ratings don't say whether they are or not. The ratings that have been released. Daniels is not one. Yep. Wild Goose. Stromberg is not one. So, and again, these are players that have just been created by somebody in the Madden community that uploaded the roster for us all to enjoy. So I don't think there's anybody else. Henry is not one, definitely. Rodriguez not one. Paul's a rookie from last year, not this year. Boom, boom, boom. Not Davis. Yeah, so none of these guys are. He is the only hidden development. Dotson is. So, but I don't have the, and I know he's going to become at least a star, so I can't do anything about that though. Okay, so what else did I want to do? Oh, so what I would normally do too, which I forgot to do it, so I'm not gonna do it because if I sign people, that will screw up my depth chart. That will reset the depth chart if I start signing a bunch of people. But like I would, 88's a little slow, so I probably wouldn't sign him. Also 2 years already. So normally like younger players on my practice squad. 2, 1, Trey Brown. So I would probably sign him man-to-man, 92 speed. 70 rating. I don't need a punter or kicker. DeMar Johnson. Hybrid, maybe I have him on the practice squad. But I'm not going to sign anybody until the end of the preseason, where I set the final roster. Buddy Johnson, I have signed him before for this particular year of free agency. KJ Hill, I have signed him when I wanted another wide receiver. But I don't think I need one, and I may still sign him, at least for the practice squad if he's available. From the Ohio State University, speaking of Ohio State University, Austin Mack as well. Wide receiver U. Brian Hartline, coaching them, former Miami Dolphin, All-Pro. And I would imagine soon to be offensive coordinator. I think he may have already been co-offensive coordinator this year, and so probably a head coach somewhere pretty soon. All right. So let's give it a whirl here. So again, I would normally have extra players signed. As you can see, I have 66 out of 75 players that that would be the max, and so I would sign some people that I might have on the practice squad, just to have them on the roster. So let's do new, and let's call this one the same as the roster name, which is Last. Not to be confused with The Last of Us, which you can also find in the video gaming playlist and the Last of Us series playlist, which I recently finished playing The Last of Us Part 1, the redone game with better graphics of the original Last of Us game, but it's on PC. How about that? PlayStation exclusive, finally on PC. Hopefully Last of Us 2 won't take that long to show up on the PC. Okay, so we did the practice, and that's where Stromberg got hurt. And so we set the depth chart, and so let's sim it. And I never play I think like when I first got the game, I played the preseason games, but since then I just sim them. And so, lost. All right, and so check the depth chart again to make sure they didn't change. Sam House still there, because sometimes something will happen if a player gets hurt or something. They'll change it. So especially want to make sure Stromberg got plates back. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure that. So he was only hurt for the one game, so that's good. Oh yeah, so I want to have him be better. I want to have him to have more playtime. So Stromberg will go here instead of Gates. And then he needs a third spot. Swap these guys. So Charles is now right tackle, guard, and third on center. Okay, so Stromberg is starting center, third on right guard, and second on left guard. Okay, great. Perfect. All right. Make sure nobody else got hurt. I don't think they did. Normally it pops up and would say player injured. If it happens in a game, I don't think it does if it happens in the... and better save it more than... too many times than not enough times. Many staff, I got 6 points. So I can set those. What do I want to do? I believe I like to... Is this where you have... Nope. It is... Where's that on head coach? Oh, it's here, I think. Yeah, additional focus player, do weekly strategy. And so we want to have all 6 of those. We have 3 of those slots open now. We want to have all 6 of them so we get here as soon as possible. And so it's going to be slow, but we will get there eventually. So again, change the things to win the turnover battle, at least 300 yards. 20 points or less given up on D, and the get D1 interception. And weekly strategy. Who are we playing? Chiefs. So this is where you would definitely go against the pass. And when it does that, it gives you improved man and improved zone coverage, better play recognition, and increased pass rush moves to try to combat the excellent quarterbacking skills of the Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes alone. Let's see. And we'd run inside to... When you run outside, you would think to negate the defensive tackle threat. Maybe not. Whoops. Okay. Oh, manage your player health. I'll wait till the season starts to keep the starters from... Oh, Robinson could be a hidden talent tree. Let's see. My halfback. Is he? Oh, he's already a star. How about that? How was he a star already? Oh, I know why. Because he became a star in the regular development through the season. Madden made him a star, and so since this is last season, he's still a rookie. So there you go. And Dotson must not have been, apparently. Or I don't think he can. I don't know if he can edit those or not. So I don't know if whoever made the roster may have changed that. So no upgrades after practice. So Again, better save it too many times than not enough. So like if 20 people get hurt this next week. Training camp standout. Normally Davis, I think. Montez Sweat. Yeah, sometime him. And so do we want him to be better at rushing the passer? That's what we would like him to do. Cool. All right. Oh, we won that game against the Chiefs. How about that? Preseason, though. Doesn't really matter. May help with like morale and stuff like that, though. Let's see if anybody got hurt. No. Good. All right. So, strategy. Lamar Jackson. Outside run. So many people were like, oh, the only place he could go is Washington. Washington didn't have anything they could trade for him. Wasn't willing to give up multiple first rounds, etc., rounders, etc., so people think they know all the time. Stuff like that. So like people even had made up him in the Commander's jersey. I knew it wasn't gonna happen. So instead of DC's utility fullback, but I only gonna use him for maybe if he's open might throw the ball to him, but I'm gonna use him for blocking mainly. So I'm gonna upgrade the blocking instead. So we got another lead block and 2 points on the run block. So excellent. And Bada, and he's gone, but he got a point anyway. And save. And we go. They always play. Washington always plays Baltimore. That's because they're right down the Beltway. What up, Jimmy B. Bucket? Could you join the franchise? It is not an online franchise. So, and it's already, started. I don't know. I guess you can. I think you can have people join in at any time, like to replace players and stuff. But yeah, it's not an online franchise. I do that so that I can definitely play at least one game when the internet's out. Let's see. So manage raw. Oh, we can assign those points. There's also on PC. So I think you have to have PC. I don't know if they have multi-platform joining. So you want to go down here so we get the extra training, and you have to do equally on both sides so you can get down here. So get a couple more points and then we can get there. We can get an extra focused player during training. Okay, and so here, like normally I would have signed some of these players already, but so I'm going to see just who's interesting, who's already been cut. Malik Harrison from The Ohio State University. I'm going to keep him on the roster, maybe. Or put him directly on the practice squad. I'll assign him to active roster and we'll see. I can move him from the active roster to the practice squad if I want to. Callaway not fast enough. Scott, Michigan State slot. Pass. 71. Just don't need him because I got all those good safeties. Rookie 70. I'll put him on the practice squad. Whoops, nope. There we go. Ken Stevenson. I'll put him on the practice squad. Kylie Ringo, rookie, and for some reason, I can't remember what he was gonna go in the first round originally. I think, like in his, like at the end of the sophomore year in college, I think he was gonna go higher, but he did not. But I will put him on the practice squad, and a lot of these players will just get signed away from me. Like on 68. He's a rookie. Put him on the active roster for the moment. Don't need a running back. Kai Blackman, another rookie. Martin, KJ Hill. I'll put him on the practice squad. And that's probably good. I think that's all I need. Let's look at just individual spots. Don't need it. Don't need running back. No fullbacks on there available. That are practice squad eligible. Don't need a fourth tight end. Linemen hard to come by. A bunch of centers on the old practice squad eligible. And they have to have 2 years of experience or less to be eligible in the game. But in real life, the past 2 years since the Pandy, they have increased the practice squad and they have made it so that it can be, I think, any age veteran. I believe, can be on a practice squad now. I don't know if they'll change that this year. But that's just because of so many people that tested positive for the Pandy. Oh, don't need them. No need them, so we're good on that. Let's see. We have to cut 15 players, and we may, whoops. I don't do it there. I go just to the roster. Sorry if I missed that. When did he do that? 12. I might have missed him by 5 minutes or so by not, because I didn't look over there to see to the chat because nobody had been chatting for a long time. I realize this is a very niche thing happening here. So I go backwards like this to do it the least overall, and release, and there is no penalty on that. I do check that. I want to keep the penalties down because they do add up. Key in Sutherland. I don't know if he's related to Kiefer Sutherland. That's Donald Sutherland's son. Release. From release. Don't need him on the practice squad because there will be a quarterback if I need. If one of my quarterbacks gets hurt, there will be quarterbacks that are rated higher than that. Harris, no penalty. Yeah, I picked up who can take his spot on the roster. That would be Blake Harrison from the Ohio State University. Eifler. Penalty release. And they're just very low-rated players. Bada. Peace. Oh, see, that was a penalty of 100K, but that's all right. We can handle that well under the salary cap, at least in the early goings. Is there a 160K? Yeah, that's fine too. So when you start having, you know, close to $1 million or $500,000 is the problem. So how many we gotta do? And so then you start going by when it gets down to about 7 or so, something like that. Then you go and start looking by position. So we already got rid of we've got to keep those 2 guys. Gonna keep all 4 of those guys. Got our fullback. Milne can be cut if needed, but otherwise good there. And like I said, I trade Samuel generally in the 2nd year, and there's no penalty. There's no penalty this year either. So I have traded him right away and just made Dotson the 2nd starter. But this year I'll keep Samuel because they probably will keep Samuel. All right, I'll keep those tight ends. And you have to have 2... you have to have 10 offensive linemen because you have to have at least 2 in each spot. Or like I could remove that one, but I have 3 on the left guard, so that would be fine. Let's see. See, now he's not going to play a down probably for me, but $3 million penalty, so that's why he gets to make the roster. Lucky him, right? So may cut Larson, maybe. It's a lot. What is that, a 67? Gates 400K. Wiley 228 million because he was brought in to start. So I don't think I'm going to let him know. What is that? Because Charles can catch him at 73. All right. Okay, we gotta get rid of all these guys. That's 40K. Might keep him. 2 Hill. I'll throw him to the practice squad. Travel King. We'll see. I'll keep again just because of they have a. It's not a 0 penalty. Rizway though. We'll see what the penalty is, so I can get rid of either of those 2 guys because I have an extra one there. Oh, maybe I can't. Okay, so not getting rid of those guys. Let's see, but we have 1,000 cornerbacks that we don't need. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably keeping all of those guys, and then 1 or 2, one of these 2. Apke brought back this year may make the roster. I'll move all these guys to the practice squad except Apke. May make the roster for. He's a great special teams player, and so that's probably why they brought him back this year after cutting him in the regular season last year. 400K. Maybe he'll be mine. And again, I don't think it's an issue, but yep. We'll take the 80K hit and move him to the practice squad. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Sorry, Jeremy. Practice squad. Wonder he made the Pro Bowl as the NFC practice squad. I mean, special teams player. Sorry, Pro Bowl special teams player for the NFC last year. But gotta release it. Sorry. Alrighty, and kicker and how many more people we got to release? 3 players. Let's see what I think the cap is something outrageous. Let's see. Cap room 79 million. So we're good on that. So obviously that's not the real cap room. But we can't afford to cut the 3 lowest rated players, I guess. We'll do. Not Ridgeway, not Larson, Henderson. All right, so again, plenty of cap space, so that's not an issue. Whoops, no, we don't want to quit, not yet. There we go. So manage roster, so we're good on, so I can fill out my practice squad. No, there we go. Now, if they are on your practice squad, you do get to sign them automatically for 2 years with no signing bonus, so pretty cheap. So if you can get close to 70 player or even a more higher than 70 player, that's pretty good if you get them to not be signed through the Super Bowl, and then they automatically go on your roster with a 2-year contract with no signing bonus. I don't think that's like that in real life, but it is in the Madden game. All these 2-year veterans. Yeah, I'll put him on the old practice squad. Why not? 90 here, 93 a zone. Sure. Braun, Hawkins. Although, signing another running back will not be a problem. Even once the regular season starts, there's still plenty of fine running backs in the offering. And Fernie Jennings from Bama. Nicky Blackmail, Kamal, Kayshawn, Thomas, Bobby Johnson. I don't think I have a linebacker on there yet. Keen. Marvin, he was a friend of mine. Let's see, him or must have plenty of space on the practice squad. Nope, now out of practice squad room, so let's go to the regular season. Set season goal last year, they came close. They had a tie against, was it Jacksonville in England, in London? And outside of that game, they would have been in the playoffs. And then all the NFC's teams would have been in the playoffs. So I will be aggressive and make the playoffs. I say make the playoffs this year. I don't know if that's going to happen, especially with me not playing as many games. I will play this first game. Oh, no, it wasn't Jacksonville. Who was that game against? I'm trying to remember who that game was against in London. Okay, so choose draft class. So we definitely want to save it here in case this draft class sucks, because I have not looked at this one before. This is brand new. It promised to be accurate. So I already downloaded it. So import local file. Should be the top one. Fixed, they said. I don't know what was broken with it. Maybe that body fix thing, maybe. Okay, so let's check it out. Oh yeah, these are all the guys that are going to be drafted. The guys are still in college, and they'll be drafted at the end of this coming season. So we've got Joe Alt from what college is he at? I don't know why that's NA. Caleb Williams, USC. Drake May, North Carolina. That's where Sam Howell came from. Dallas Turner from Bama. Cool McKinstry. I think it's Kool-Aid is his name, I believe. I don't know why that's an NA on that. Marvin Harrison Jr. from The Ohio State University. Let's see, do I know any of these other people? Michael Hall Jr., The Ohio State University. Xavier Worthy, I've heard of them. Jack Sawyer from The Ohio State University. Look at this first round, kids. Quinn Ewers, formerly of The Ohio State University, but Justin Fields came in, and then C.J. Stroud. I think it was C.J. Stroud that made Quinn Ewers go bye-bye. So he's at the Texas now. Sanders from Arkansas. Currently in Cabot, live from Cabot, Arkansas. And that guy's a Razorback, so I'm sure we'll hear some stuff about him this year. Michael Penix Jr., I forget, Penn State, maybe? Or did he switch schools? I can't remember. Chop Robinson. I don't know why all these guys have NA next to their name. I don't understand. Whoever made this. And this is, and Emeka is his name. Emeka. Emeka Ibuka from The Ohio State University. So, again, this first round, heavy on the Buckeyes. Denzel Burke, cornerback from The Ohio State University. Bo Nix, Oregon, maybe? Can't remember. It's not, when it's not during the season, I quickly forget all the college and NFL players except for Washington and Ohio State. So it seems fine. Trevion Henderson, The Ohio State University. Looks like second rounder, probably. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., I know him from Clemson. KJ Jefferson, I know his name, I don't remember what college he went to, like come from the state up north. Troy Fankencore, Oregon. JJ McCarthy from the state up north again. I don't know why it says NA. And maybe something they're doing to import them into the draft class. I do not know. Donovan Jackson, right guard, The Ohio State University. And this is, again, the top 2 rounds. This is like, isn't it like 10 in the top 2 rounds? Yeah, Alabama. Alabama doesn't have as many. I don't think any school has as many. Joe Milton. Can't remember what school he goes to. Looking to see one more Ohio State player. It's like a second or third round. State up north. Georgia. Jatavian Sanders, I have drafted him before, and he was lights out. So he may be a good pick, especially in the second and third round, and he became a superstar. Now granted, that was not drafting him off of this particular draft sheet, but I think he was rated around the same area when I've drafted him before. And when you've done that before and you use the same draft class, you can kind of cheat, and you know which players work out and which don't. Oh, is Eichenberg middle linebacker from Ohio State? Is he in this draft, or was he in last year's draft? I can't recall. No, I'm not seeing him here so far, and I think he would be already. And the thing, oh, let's just check. Why not? But it seems like it's got the right people in it. Or is he a outside linebacker? An outside linebacker. And I'm just going by other drafts that I've used. I mean, he could be way down in the undrafted. I mean, the David Thomas, Ohio State. I don't know who that is even. All right. Okay, so seems fine. So let's see. Let's see what the. Who is it? It's Sweat, right? Yeah. Let's see what he has to do to get a boost. He has to do something in the first game. He has to get 2+ combined sacks and tackles for loss with Montez Sweat against the Ravens to continue his breakout. Oh, interesting. Playing them the first game? It said the Ravens, and we're not playing the Ravens. We're playing the Jaguars. So that was a mistake from Madden. Opening day keys, and as you can see, a 79 rated offense and an 85 rated defense. So how about we go stifling defense? And again, you learn the little tricks from having played offense a lot. How about we do stuffing the run? Because even the computer gives up on the run way too quick. Everybody likes to do passing, so allowing less than 75 yards rushing can easily happen. And it can happen in the real game too, because people give up and just become pass happy way too quickly. Oh, somebody signed one of my players. We'll see. So what do we want to do? We want to scouts. I always get rid of this guy. And I hire Tony Buselli, former Jacksonville Jaguar, or like some people say, Jaguar. That's not how it's spelled, though. Some people say Jaguar. But he was a left tackle, and turns out he's a great offensive lineman scout. So I sign him, hire him, and then I set him to be the national. Go back to my scouts, and I set him up to be the national scout. So he scouts the entire nation of offensive linemen. So I always have scouted offensive linemen. Now during this season, I let the computer decide how to divide it up because it is possible that the way they're divided up now is not good for the way the players are across the country. And so I just let the computer decide that. And again, I am on PC, not on Xbox or PlayStation. All right, so practice player, who do we get? Psyche, I don't remember what he was, defensive tackle. So I can sign a, oh, and now there'll be other cut people so we can see who's available. See, look at the 80 players and 79 players. See, cornerbacks and halfbacks, you really don't have a problem with. Look at all these higher rated players. So, but not linebackers. These all the good linebackers. Somebody scooped them up. There we go. Middle linebacker. 74. Okay, so we'll see who's available for the practice squad. He's fine. Let's go on him, especially he's a rookie. Peyton Hendershot, a rookie. And cut, what's he doing being available? I thought he was drafted last year. Might have got cut. Don't know. Yeah, let's just do Mims. I've had Mims on the roster and he was like a return guy as well, but we'll keep him on the practice squad, filling the practice squad. Oh, I guess I should have. Whoops, check to make sure. Do we have all 15? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. I think it's, yeah, it's just 12 that we get to keep. And I think it's like 15 or something like that in the real life. All right, so we got that taken care of. We got that taken care of. Okay, so let's do weekly strategy. And we got Trevor Lawrence from the, where was he, Clemson? And then we have linebacker Josh Allen. Blitz counter against him. And, oh, I don't have enough points to add to get another focus training slot. So we'll just make do with those 3. And you can't select those guys. They, the computer fills them in. I think by what they're rated. Looks like the highest rated ones it puts in there. Okay, some upgrades. Good. Montez Sweat. All right. Make sure that's the same guy. That's the same guy that we replaced. All right. And now set the roster for an actual game. And yeah, this is what I do for 616 hours over the past 11 months. And again, I'm not doing it today, but most of the time I have, listen to hours and hours of comedian podcasts while I'm doing this. And hopefully it didn't change Brissett to the starting quarterback until I got rid of Fromm in the last cuts. Hopefully Howell got all the reps, the starting reps anyway. So put him back to start. We're good with that. And it changed everybody with all the roster changes that I did to get down to the final 53. We want Bates there and Turner there. Let's back up fullbacks because they would be handling the job. Bates was the main fullback when they would have a blocking back on run plays for Mr. Robinson. Okay, so Samuel back in at starter, Dotson probably starter level already, but here he's still a rookie. But I think 77 is his ending ranking last year and his starting ranking this year. But he did catch a decent number of touchdowns. And he missed some games. Was injured, I believe, as well. So let's see what we want to do about this. Do we want Turner to have... Excuse me. Yeah, let's let Turner have some, because if Logan Thomas gets hurt, gonna need some offense on tight end there. So I'm gonna let him have the reps. Okay, so what I do here is I pick the starters. Oh, I forgot I can release him. I forgot about that. I am going to trade him, which they could do. Let's see what we can get to him. So that could be why they have him there. Since they're going to release him anyway, it's going to be a cap hit anyway. So if you can trade him and have a pick, why not, right? What am I trying to do? Oh. Routers. Because he is on the roster to start with, and that's why I wanted to have the roster as it is right now. But let's do a trade away on him, and let's see who needs a left guard, shall we? The Bills do. And we also see what their draft picks are. Not that you can get necessarily a higher draft pick, but I generally try to negotiate first with the team that has the higher draft pick. So that's Bills. Bucks. So the Bucks first. Chargers. So Chargers fell off, didn't they? They cut their window like in half or something. Injuries or something. Super Bowl hangover, big time for them. The Dallas Cowboys, and if you think I'm trading an 80 guard, an 80 player of any kind to the Dallas Cowboys, you're out of your mind. Alrighty, and let's see, the Fish, 15, so probably the Fish here is who we'll be dealing with, not the Eagles, no thank you. What was theirs? 8, but it's their 5th needed spot there, so probably the Fish is what I'll do there. Not trading any, not giving help to the Giants. No, thank you. Oh, look, the Jaguars. I'm playing them today. Let's see what we can do for that. See how close we can get with just him. Yeah, not that much, so give me a 2nd rounder. I wonder if I can also get a 3rd rounder. Nope. A 4th. Getting close, so probably a 5th. Let's see if I give up a 5th as well. Oh, we're right there. Oh, we're right there. A 5th and a 7th then. Deal. Don't want to go the next year on that one. Yeah, let's give him the 2024 7. How about that? So that should kick it over. Cool. There we go. 2nd and a 4th. for player we're going to cut anyway. So how about that? Okay. And so because I was going to have Daniel start anyway. All right. I have to remember how much time that was in there so I can cut that clip of me saying I wasn't going to trade an 80 player to Dallas. All right. Let's see. So, so was there? I don't think there was anybody else. I looked at everybody else closer as far as cutting people. I mean, I guess I'll check them one more time just to see like the zero penalty people as far as trading them, but like don't have any. Just Samuel. I don't want to keep him this year. Shout out a 70 cornerback. You're not gonna give enough for him for it to be worth it. And Malik Harrison. I need to keep my linebackers. So let's take one more look at free agents, linebackers, to see what we want to do. Nope. 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 Okay. Alrighty, so back to depth chart, which I hit the wrong thing. Slid back. Okay, how's your starter? Star running back. Brian Robinson Jr. Almost forgot his name. And if you don't know about him, he was shot like right before training camp started, and he still made it back to play in most of the season. And I was rated a star by Madden, so obviously pretty good, did pretty well there. All right. So we've done all these, so have to do the... Okay, so again, like I was saying before, I set my starters first. Daniels, Stromberg, Cosme, and Wiley. Should I let Charles start? Let's see how many years they signed Wiley for. Two-year contract. I'll let Charles start. Okay, and so we got our starters: Charles, Cosme, Stromberg, Daniels. Actually, what is Charles? There's Charles. What's Paul rated? 67 on tackle, so less. So he will definitely be, almost assuredly will be, let's see, anybody else? No. So he'll be the first guy off the bench in all the positions. And again, this is so he gets the most reps. And after that, I guess, Wiley. Okay, so Paul and Wiley. And again, for the regular season, you don't need to have the starters play other lower parts because, or second or third on the depth chart, because they're playing the whole game anyway. Paul already there? Oh, Paul's already there, so then that needs to be Wiley there. And Paul and Wiley. Alrighty. Young and, oh, I did keep Obata. Did I keep any others? Nope, Obata and Henry. Yep. So Henry first, then Obata. Well, Henry to get the reps. Alan Payne, Mathis Ridgway, Williams. Oh, I kept Williams too by accident. That's too many defensive ends. So how about, hopefully it won't screw anything up if I just get rid of him. Unless he is $40K penalty, no problemo. Could kick somebody off the practice squad and put them on there. I think I'll do that. Like the only people that might be interested in this would be Madden fans or franchise fans that do a lot of this stuff themselves, probably, or that would be interested in it if they had the game. So let's see, who's the lowest? It'd be Wild Goose, and he made the actual roster last year. Got hurt. We'll release him. And then put him to the practice squad if it'll let me. And yes. Good, okay. So now back to the depth chart, and hopefully it didn't change anything. Whoops, not advanced. I'm going to play this game. Probably not going to play most of them, but I'm going to play this one. Depth chart. Sam Howell, that's good. That's good. And that's good. And it's all Paul Wiley as far as the depth. Yep. Okay. Okay, so now we're caught up, and Henry and Obata, Henry and Obata. There we go, and Henry there. And then Mayo and Hudson, we're going to do Hudson there. Or they're both 2-year players. Harrison is a 73. So even though he's a, should I change him over? 2-1, is that going to screw things up if I turn him to... I'm going to do that. And yes, I will change a player's position in a heartbeat. Anybody in the offensive line, any linebacker, free safety to strong safety to free safety. I do not care about that. Alrighty, so there we are. And check that depth chart again, make sure we're all good. Yes. Yes. Okay, there we go. Malik Harrison and Hudson and Mayo. Actually, Matthew's a rookie. Put him in there. Oh, he's ranked higher than Hudson even. Alrighty, and he's a rookie. And okay, so yeah, so we'll do that. What's the awareness on those? Yep. Tackling a little lower than Hudson, but he's just going to be backing up. Barton. And let's still put Harrison there to be the second. And then Hudson. Well, let's do Matthews. Okay. There we are. And Harrison and Matthews. Because that's into 68, right? 67. Okay. Cool. Okay, Fuller playing now. Since I'm setting the preseason. Forbes, 77. St. Just. Danny Johnson. Castro Fields. Oh, I did keep an extra one. Didn't have to cut him, so. Do we still want, so if we run out of them, do we want probably Martin and Burgess to play there? They're more highly ranked, and if my starting safeties go out, then they will have to start. So Martin and Butler, and Burgess and Martin there. Or maybe, no, Martin's doing a lot, will be doing a lot for me. I think we still have Dotson on the return, Dotson and Johnson. Dotson and Gibson and Johnson on punt returns. These are the same. These are the same. It's preseason. Dotson, we want there. And then Brown. And Gibson. Yeah. He was a wide receiver in college. And ooh, how fast is he? 84? He's a 71. Where's, oh, Henry's already on there. Oh, Bada's a 68 on that, so sure, let's go. Let's go. Right, Henry and where is he? Harrison. Alan Payne. Mathis. Mathis from where was he from? Oh, he's Ballard too. They're all from Bama. All from Bama, picked in different years. Picked that one in the first round one year, I believe, and then Payne in the next year in the second round. Mathis was a second or third rounder, I think. Third round, probably. I think. Alrighty, and so, whoops, no, we don't want original depth. I accidentally hit that. Don't do that, ever. Alright, so we're gonna feed the reps to Martin, and as we play our one or two linebackers on the field, and especially in all the passing plays where you're gonna have zone coverage and stuff like that. Definitely gonna have Martin there. And slot cornerback is going to be St. Juice. I'll put Burgess in front of him to give him some more reps. And then Martin, I guess. Don't want to do that instead of Johnson. Yes. Okay, and then practice squad. Depth doesn't matter. I don't know why it changes the depth on it and the different, doesn't go by the overall score, the overall rating there. Okay, so we did that. We hired Tony Baselli, the scout linebacker, offensive line. Oh man, what time is it? Oh my gosh. Ooh, excuse me, 1 o'clock a.m. But I'm going to play at least this first game. And so I will probably be doing more episodes of this for no reason except to fill YouTube's hard drive space, I guess. What do I want to do? What do I want to do next? Lose my mind. I had to do one more thing. Oh, changing the game day goals. Turnover battle, 300 yards, 20 points or less, get 1 interception. Alright, we can see how it goes here. So I think we are all good. Let's do a savey wavy. No, not in advance. We want to play this one. Let's see. 80 versus 80 overall. So, should be fairly even. Although I think the Jaguars are going to have a higher... Oops. Waiting for it to load. It's not going to load until I press that. And then I like to change to the... yellow pants there. Also cool is the, which I use a lot on away, I do the alternate, which is a black one. There we go. All right. Yeah, so normally while I'm doing this, like I said, I'm listening to favorite comedians, do a podcast, Tom's Girl, Your Mom's House, Bert Kreischer. Why was it? That was a quick clock on that was counting down. Dotson. Oh, couldn't make the corner there. Yeah, and if you notice, I have turned the music off. The first Madden stream I did, it did get copyright flag. Not that that usually means anything if you're not making enough, having enough watch time to get paid from the YouTube. It usually doesn't matter, but the music is copywritten, I guess. Let's see. You coach pick from the coach suggestions. Let's try a nice pass the dots in there first. Let's see how that works out. All right. Let's go outside. I need to try my fullback. How about that block? Did you see that block? Who was that? Was that Cole Turner doing that? You guys see, I won't be doing much of that, but that is 87, and that is, who the heck is that? Oh, is that That's the, oh, that's Bates. Yeah, Bates. So, and Bates was the blocking back the most of the season. Look at that. Dude, holds that guy for just a second. And then, who was that he's manhandling there? Anybody we know, Walker and Lloyd. And so he chips on that guy to help Leno out. And then, whoosh! Oh. It looked more impressive when you just saw Lloyd go backwards like that for a second. And then that lets the run happen, which is 20 yards for a first down. And Grady, this will be for, whoa. Didn't mean to change Dotson to a go route. And keep him on the slant, which he is wide open. And Terry went too far ahead. He could. It was my fault, though. My fault. Terry went too far ahead. He could have blocked, and that could have been how many? 6 points. Let's do this. I'm a fan of this play. I don't know. It looks like those edge guys are not that good on the defense. I'm going to do the play again. Let's see. There's the Mike linebacker right in there. And oh, would you stop running it until they stop it? But let's see. I'll let him take a rest. Let's go into the gun. So he gets replaced by Gibson on the edge there. Let's do that. This is probably my favorite passing play. And got it. Dotson 6. Alrighty. One thing that Madden does do is a lot of the scenarios are your first and second wide receivers being jealous of each other. Like sometimes if they don't hit the goal, they'll say, you know, the coach will say, oh, you know, that's okay. You know, so you know, he says you're not gonna like something like you're not gonna always be able to do this. This is the NFL, so sometimes it's incremental, etc., etc., etc. Blah blah blah. Coach speak. But sometimes the player will be like, "Oh, you don't believe in me? I'm gonna have a lower morale then." But sometimes they're just like, "Oh, okay." It'll be alright, coach. Okay. So, looking forward to the new game to see what kind of mechanics are different. To see if any of these like the franchise, because that's what I do with it. Oh, come on now. Horrible tackling. Horrible tackling. Horrible tackling. Gotta remember not to do language. Let's see, let's do coach suggestion. Let's try the weak blitz if they're gonna. And we'll try one of my other linebackers. Rookie linebacker right there. And we'll see. Yep. There we go. Is that Payne? No, that's Jonathan Allen. Alabama Crimson Tide. 5-year veteran. Now 6, I think. Yeah. 6 years now. That's a long time. Let's see. I go cover 6 a lot. And so now you'll see here's Martin right there, free safety, and there's Davis, and so it's those guys, and you see it's a nice little zone thing happening there. And Washington used to be all man-to-man, and that man is still their scheme in Madden, but I mean the new in 2024 maybe they'll change it, because they did play a lot of zone last year because of their you know, the linebacking issue, not having the people. Oh, there we go. Quan. I think I gotta find out if it's Quan or Quan. I think it's Quan. I don't know if it's Quan. I think it's Quan. Martin. Real name is Draftees. Now let's see what's right up the gut. We know we can get around the outside. Oh, that's not right up the gut. Let's see, where do we go? Let's try right in there. Cause see what Cosme's got at the guard spot. No. Not wide open, but you know, you get 4 yards. You do that 3 times, that's the first time. So can't really complain about that. I did get 4 yards, so. And let's do coach suggestions. I like doing that so I don't pick the same play. Let's try a counter right here, and that's a good defensive alignment for that if you get the block on the outside guy, which we did not. I needed to wait longer for the guy, for the pulling linebacker, I mean pulling offensive line to get there. Let's see. Could I have, I don't know. I don't think he would have gotten there if I had even just waited right there. Let's try that slant again. How about that? To with Samuel this time, because there's just 2 wide receivers on the field and 2 tight ends and the running back. Let's see if him or McLaurin, over McLaurin's gonna be, no, overthrew it. This is a rookie quarter. Oh, it was 3rd down. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize it was 3rd down. That's my bad. I would have picked a play. I was more confident. Come on, get it. Go. Come on. Oh. If I switched to somebody that wasn't being blocked, I perhaps could have gotten to it. So again, they're playing more wide receivers, so that's when we do that. Derek Forrest, free safety. Let's try blitz here. Get it! Be careful with that, because sometimes they will get you for the roughing the quarterback, and sometimes they will get you for the touchdown on that if you don't get there, because that turns the coverage into man coverage when you do that blitz. But that blitz and the cover 6 are my favorite plays. Come on. Yeah. Was that me pushing it away from him, or him pushing it away from me? Let's see if they show it. I guess I could watch it there. Oh, too late. I turned too late to watch it on the YouTube. Oh, they're not going to show it. But guess what? We have the beauty of the replay. I'm just curious. See what happens. Who touches it? That's him touching it. He jumped up higher. Yeah. So basically that's me knocking it out, I guess. Yeah, me knocking his hand and knocking it out. And that is who? Would that be first round draft? Nope, that's Forrest again. Free safety, Derek Forrest. And he was a rookie last year. And did excellently. Let's see what we got here. Let's try that one again. Dodson, Samuel on the plant and come back. I don't know what that route is called. And McLaurin goes on the kind of out a little bit, and then the I don't know what that's called either. I can't remember what that's called. What is when you go horizontally across the field? Losing my mind. Again, when it's not in season, I forget all this stuff. Oh! There we go. Well, he's a star running back, so he can do that stuff. Whoa! If I'd been a little bit faster to get into that hole, that would have worked. Okay, I'm going to try this again, see if they can block the Mike linebacker on the end there. Yes! Trying to slant again. Samuel doing the runoff up there, unless he's open. That's an open. Didn't want to turn that down to see if McLaurin would come up in deeper, or if Samuel may have been open as well. Yeah, so all you gotta do is keep winning, and then even a 70 quarterback will end up being a superstar. Sometimes he just stays a star, but he does become a star. In every scenario, I have run, and maybe that'll be more changed up. What is that called when you go horizontally across the field? It's called a certain kind of route. I cannot remember to save the life of me. All right, I just hit the button and didn't look, but we'll do that play. Get him, get him, get him. That's a rookie left guard there, though. So, Devin Lowey from the state of North, the School of North, in particular. Let's try a screen, or maybe Dotson on that out right there. See, that's an out. I know that name. Or McLaurin if he goes by that linebacker that's going to try to cover him. I think that's a linebacker. Let's see. Yep. Oh, get it. Yes. Scary Terry. See, when you got that kind of receiver, can knock it out even though he's holding it with just one hand for a little while there. He has the captain's C on there. There was somebody with a captain that was a captain and then wasn't on the team anymore. I can't remember if that was some kind of problem where they got rid of the player. But then that was 2 years ago, I think. But then Scary Terry was doing so well by that time. They said, "Hey, you want to be a captain?" Or maybe it was when, oh, the bearded quarterback, O'Donnell. I can't remember what his name is. Cover 6 here, since they are 2 scores behind. Oh, now we have, this is formation where we have 3 linebackers on the field. And Neil O'Donnell? No, that's Pittsburgh Steelers from a long time ago. I can't remember the guy's name. Anyway. But anyway, one of the captains was gone. Maybe he was just hurt. Oh, man. Had him with, who was that Fuller? Was that Fuller covering? Or St. Just or somebody had him and lost him. Couldn't knock him down. Oh, there it goes. Let's see it. Let's see it. Who is that? That's Fuller. Fuller, you couldn't knock that ball out. Oh. Oh yeah, I gotta get a sack with him. Or tackle for loss, which is right there. Go. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can follow that up with a overstorm blitz sack here. Let's see. Did I get him? I got him. There we go. So I can't remember what the reward is for him, if it makes him a star or not. I can't. Or he's already a star, I think. If it makes him a superstar, it just gives him. Cool. I guess he was down. Okay, we got urgency plan. Oh, St. Just. Let go. It didn't. Oh, I need to stop being so loud. Excited about ball. So, and this is extremely well. I mean, I know it's just a video game, but this, yeah, you couldn't ask for a better start than this to the season. Go! What are you doing? That might be my controller. Pretty beat up Xbox controller. Again, playing on PC. Why am I letting the clock roll down? Oh! Just go right by him and get 6. Ready, Terry? My goodness. That is what we call a busted coverage. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have paused for the calls. That's where you like stop right at the, although it's harder to do now with the momentum and stuff. But like back in the old days, you stop right there. And Deion Sanders did a commercial for Madden, and he was playing, and he did that, and he like went right to the 1 yard line and was like pause for the calls and waited till the guy got closer, and then he just stepped in the end zone. He stopped and paused for the calls. Fun times. And I don't remember who Washington was playing first game this year. They have bye week way late in the season again. Thank you, NFL. I think one of the last teams to have a bye week, which is not good for your... Hey, that's Abdullah. I cut him. You're welcome. Oh my goodness. That's 2 picks for St. Just. Oh my goodness. Wheels falling off for the Jaguars. As people say correctly. Take it to the house. Ran right into the zone there. I can just run out the second half. Just run out the clock. Donut. They can get a pick too with Davis. Oh no, it's boop boop doo. It is it's Sweat that needs to get the freaking. I played seasons where it was oh come on, Davis. That's why he's not a wide receiver. It's Sweat that needs to get the tackle. Oh! Now he ran backwards on purpose. That should not be a first down anymore. He ran backwards on purpose past the line to gain. So that should not be. Oh, crud. That's what happens when you run out of your zone chasing another player. Gotta stay in your zone. They are not gonna, they're gonna get me for offensive pass interference. Yep. Illegal contact. I'm gonna show it to me. I'm gonna take umbrage with it, I bet. Let's see. I think I meant to does that mean illegally contacting him the whole time? I think I thought I was switching off of him to a different player. Yeah, I guess. All right. Nope. Throwing it away. Let's see what I'm gonna do. Are they throwing it? Whoops! And up 3 deep. Normally I would just do a zone here. Yep. Okay. Because they don't have time. Let's see if they can make this. What is this? 7 plus 17, 53-yard field goal. Martin gonna try to block. Nope. Yep, they got it. No shutout. I'll just run it out. Run off the clock. Whoa, no, that's not what we wanted to do. Lucky. Thank you, Danny Johnson. I'm glad I didn't cut you. Alright, I never look at the halftime stuff. I'll just get right to the third quarter. And so I may continue this for like different parts of the season, or I may just sim the rest of it and see what happens, and then go into the draft. I did that months ago with before the draft. I did that with the actual people that got drafted this year, but this time it'll be with the people that will be drafted after this upcoming NFL season. The kids that are still in college now. So I don't know how many people watch these, but I generally, I mean, I may not have. I was planning to do this tonight, but like, I may not have played this long. And I do have to get back to Jedi Survivor. Covered. Not. Oh, crud. He was open. I played just a little bit of, like an hour or so, Jedi Survivor. When it first came out, and then my son was playing it. And I started playing Hogwarts Legacy, so and I need to finish that as well. But I didn't stream Hogwarts Legacy. I have put up some videos from it though. Maybe I'll stream that in progress though. Although again, I don't get many views. Oh man, missed it. I don't get many views on the video games usually. I used to play some with my daughter, so you can look back in the archives if you're interested, and you can see us play. And then we have witty banter back and forth, and then some people from the Ramsey show YouTube chat would come in there too, and so that would be kind of fun. What did we play? We played It Takes Two, and we started playing Trying. But It Takes Two, a fabulous game. We played that. That won Game of the Year last year. And Chase Young almost got that sack. I'm being very loud. Sorry about that, neighbors. Let's see. Do we want to change coverage? Yeah, let's change coverage. There we go. Oh man, on the rookie, on the first round, yeah, it's bad. On the first round draft pick. Let's try a sack again. Although he's not the one that needs to get him. I'm surprised they haven't given up on the run yet. Being doomed by 25 points. Was that two? Just 2 touchdowns for Howell, right? Can't think of that as anything but a success. Did I throw a Dotson fumble? I didn't throw a pick, I don't believe. So it should be all good. Barton. 3 linebackers on the field, I think. Oh, that's for a first down. Well, see, it's fine if they score. You just want to make it. You just want to make it take a long time. They might throw here. They didn't run right into the defensive tackle there. At the top of the ratings for Washington Commanders, along with Scared Harry. McClung. Boom. In that zone. Yep. Yeah, I still screw up on the zone sometimes. I like chase guys out of my zone and then somebody's wide open. But because it used to it used to all be just man to man. It used to be the Washington defense, and like I said, it still is the scheme. Man to man is still the scheme, but At least in Madden 23. It may not be in Madden 24. I'm looking interested to see if the offensive plays will change with Eric sleeping with the enemy being the offensive coordinator or co-offensive coordinator. Or no, I think he's the offensive coordinator and associate head coach. And he probably won't last that long. Meaning not because he's bad, but because he will be a head coach next year, most likely. If Washington at all does decently. But that's the way it goes. And so if they're hiring your coaches away, that means you have done a great job. That's why he's gone from Kansas City. So, yeah, so I need to just run, and do tick, 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 tick on the clock. So just let the clock run out there. Actually, I can just go ahead because it's under 40 seconds now. Don't have to like it. This is a 40-second clock. When they put the ball in and signal the ball ready for play, the 40-second clock starts. See it right there? And it's already started, and so, but the clock is stopped because it was the end of the quarter, and so it won't start until the hiking of the ball. Another running play or throw in a. Let's see what the coach suggests. Oh, definitely the no pass plays in shoot clock. Alright, let's try over here. Let's see what Cosme and who is it? Charles over there on the right side can do about it. We'll run the clock all the way down, of course, though. I'm not trying to give them extra time to catch up. I'll do my favorite play, which is McLaurin that way. And I think that's a linebacker he's on, maybe. See if he keeps up with him. Or if he just blows right by him. Yeah. That may have been a cornerback. 10 out of 11, 206 yards, 3 touchdowns. You cannot ask for more than that from a rookie quarterback, which he is in this game. Oh, I didn't mean to do another one. Let's see. What can I change to? Can I change to? Yeah. No. Did I get the timeout before the penalty? I think I did. Counter weak. There we go. That's a better alignment there. So Arma ought to be able to hit the end there. No, yeah. Oh, I don't know why he didn't take off. Be tired. Tired from being awesome. Halfback wham. Let's try that one. Don't even have to go into the huddle early. Although it will run the clock down quickly to about, I think, 20 seconds. Okay, Tom is going to come around and do blocking. He's even sluggish to me. I don't know why he's doing that. Oh, he's a little bit tired. Alright, it's the same play again. Have that guy run away from, Terry run away from that guy. Again, let's see if that happens. Clock run down to 3 or 2 or 1. There we go, and wide open, and will it be another touchdown? Before touchdown, they might be player of the week, although it's not that many yards. Let's try that toss right there. Or should we go to this side? Let's go to that side. Oh man! Oh! I saw the opening too late. I should have kept going outside. Should have kept going outside. I saw the inside open up too late. Here we go. And 2 minutos. I don't know what warning is in Spanish. Took 4 years of it in high school though. My kids will be able to hear me ramble after I'm long gone. They'll be able to turn on videos like this and just hear me ramble. Whoa! So... 18 points down, they're not bothering to call timeouts. Shout out to the kids. And my newly born grandson, born today. So what you do here is you don't even run. You would I wonder if I can do that comeback, and we'll see, or throw it to Thomas for the 4th touchdown. We'll see. Probably get a pick here, but it's Madden, so that's why you do it. Oh, bad throw, Sam. That's right. He did well. Because this is his first game after all, because last year never happened. This is last year. And this year combined. Joey Sly on the field goal there. Oh, I didn't look to even see if I was rushed or something on that throw. I don't know. Just a bad throw. It does happen. Let's see. I'm going to do quarters. Quarters. I think you guys can hear the field sound. I'm not listening to it on headphones. Yeah, you can hear all the sounds. Let's try Martin. Ah! First down on the out. And backing up because you got to throw it in the end zone here. Should be right around in here somewhere. And that's it. So really, really good. All right, I'm going to do the prep stuff for the next game, and then I will call it a stream. And I may just like maybe the mid-season and start from there, and then send the rest to do. So like two more streams of this, or I may just go ahead and send the whole season and see what happens. Alrighty, so finish game. Obviously, Sweat did not get a tackle. Oh, we did hold them to less than 75 yards. Look, we won the turnover battle. We got the 300 yards. We allowed 20 points or less. We got the one interception. We allowed less than 75 yards. And we can't make the playoff just with one win, unfortunately. Burgess. There we go. And so he's a star, but Giants got rid of him anyway. Their loss, our gain. Let's see. So, unfortunately, Mr. Sweat, yep. So I don't think he's going to get attitude on this one. I think he'll be fine. Yeah. Coach told him it'll be all right. Yup, stopping the run, yo. And that will give the defense all defensive linemen 4,500. And so when that happens, your first round draft pick, or not first round, but your draft pick this year, KJ Henry, he gets a lot of XP. But not enough to get another point now. But we can go ahead and assign those points, and we should have enough to do at least one, probably more. Oh yeah, well, that's right, because we got another 10 points for getting less than 75, holding them to less than 75 yards. So let's see how many we can get there. 10 apiece. Oh, look, we can get all 3 of them right now. How about that? And still have 5 for another one. And that is when, let's see, do we want increased, or do we want to? No, let's go ahead and boost it back to blocking for the fullback. Let's go ahead and improve the offense. There we go. Used all the points. I could sign 2 players. I knew I could sign 1. Oh, maybe I didn't check again after I traded Norwell. And in the real life, they did beat the Jaguars the first game. But then the second game, they lost at Detroit in the state up north. And of course, the quarterback was one Carson Wentz, who they gave $20 million to for some reason. When Heineke just should have been the quarterback all year, or Sam Howell. Sam Howell, though, probably didn't show enough during training camp. Weekly awards, is that going to be St. Juice with the 2 interceptions, 1 TD. Yep. Cool for him. Upgrade players, probably him. He's one of them. Young, I don't think Young got a sack in the last game, but still. And again, he's a superstar. Make sure he has the right. He does not have the right thingy. Let's see, what do I like them to have? I like them to have the reach out of engaged blocks to tackle or sack nearby ball carriers, including the quarterback, and to effectively tackle while trying to strip the football. Like most of the defensive players to have that, except the safeties. I like to have them get the extra chance to intercept. And don't mind going zone here. In years past, I would put him to. I would upgrade him on man because that's what we did. But now we're playing more zone, so adapt with the times. Right away, run stopper. And KJ Henry. Rookie this year, just chosen in April's draft. I forget what, 5th round maybe? Something like that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready for so I can sign 2 players if I want. Try to sign at least one. Let's see. Mostert. I like him the Mostert. I like Mostert on my hot dogs. Let's see. Yeah, I'm losing it. Chris Harris, former Lion. Woods. I can't remember what team. Dominican Sue, former Lion. John Harmon. Yeah, I remember. I was already old when this guy came out 9 years ago when he came into the league. Oh yeah, that doesn't do me much good doing that. Let's see. Just check by position. See, you can get plenty of decent halfbacks to start the season. Wow, no fullbacks available at all. The younger they are, the more I would likely take a chance on them. But like the really old ones, I don't bother with. Sorry, old people. I'm old too. I would be put out to pasture myself. No need to bother on any of these. 2 years. 68. See if there's any rookies. Forgot to scroll down and check. 66. Left tackle. None here. Nope. You know, if you can get a 70 rookie, maybe sign them. 10, 6. Alright, let's see. Nope. Linebacker. Think we're gonna be good on all this thing. Nope. Alright, so we'll just go with 51, and that would probably never happen in the league ever. You'll have your roster full. Maybe you'd go with one less player. But on game day, you would have all 53 dressed, I think, usually. Alright, so weekly strategy. Gibbs, outside, who's their passer? Goff. 79. How come he's the threat when... Oh well, we'll defend that. We had it set to defend the run, didn't we? No. For Trevor Lawrence, we had it to do the pass there. Oh look, Aiden Hutchinson from the school up north, playing in the NFL team up north, Detroit Lions. And I believe he was fairly effective against Washington in the actual game that happened. Look what we got. Look, now we got focus players. We got Martin in there, and Mathis and Howell getting extra love and attention from the coaches and extra XP. Mathis. There we go. Yeah, so like basically every time that they play, almost every game they play, they stop the opposing team from getting over 75 yards, and then all the defensive linemen, including the backup ends and tackles, they get XP, and so that's how they become really good, really fast. All right, let's do this stuff. Let's do so I can just start the next game, which I'm just gonna sim it at least till mid-season, maybe the whole season. Probably the mid-season. That way, if there's something crazy going on there, I can do better than the computer can at trying to salvage the season. Did I just change those all? I gotta get this late. Yeah, okay. Did all that. Yeah, all right. Okay, so we're good. Unsave. No, I won't. Because I quit, I think that will start the music on the main screen. So, let's do this. Alrighty, so I am Coach Steve Money, and yes, I'm a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach. That is Dave Ramsey's company, and you can schedule, if you've got money problems or you just want to make sure you're on the right track, you can schedule a free financial coaching consultation assessment with me at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. That's CALENDLY.com/Coach Steve Money. The link is here on the page. It is in the description of the video. It's also on the right side of my YouTube banner on my YouTube landing page. You can email me if you have any questions about coaching or video gaming or Oak Island or computers or any of the other stuff I have on my YouTube channel, and that is CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Channel donations can go to paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. You can add me on the gram at Coach Steve Money, and of course this YouTube channel is youtube.com/Coach Steve Money. Make smart financial and smart football decisions every day.